This is the story of Nala, a rescue dog whose life began in hardship but was transformed by love, patience, and the relentless compassion of a family who saw her worth. Nala's journey is not just about a stray animal finding a home, it's about the profound emotional bonds that form when kindness meets vulnerability. And when someone chooses to love despite uncertainty, on a seemingly ordinary day, everything changed for Nala. She was found wandering the side of a busy road, gaunt and clearly exhausted, barely strong enough to stand. Her ribs were visible through her thin coat, and her eyes carried a deep fear and sadness, the kind that only comes from abandonment. It was clear to anyone who looked at her that she had endured more than any dog should. The family was driving when they first spotted her. At first glance, she looked like just a blur in the middle of the road, obstacle to avoid. But as they slowed down, they realized it was a dog, fragile, hesitant, lost. The mother immediately pulled over. As soon as the car stopped, Nala bolted into the nearby trees, overwhelmed by fear. It took quiet coaxing, gentle words, and immense patience to draw her out. One of the children, a boy named Sebastian, was particularly gentle with her. Slowly but surely, she began to trust him. This was the moment everything began to shift, not only for Nala, but for the entire family. Once Nala was out of danger and safely in the car, the family brought her home temporarily to assess her condition and decide what to do next. They could tell she was severely underfed, likely dehydrated, and emotionally fragile. It was clear she had been neglected for some time. The plan was to help her recover a bit and then bring her to a shelter. But things don't always go according to plans. Fate intervenes. That intervention came in the form of young Sebastian, whose heart opened up completely to Nala the moment he saw her. Within hours, he had fallen in love. "I feel like crying right now," he said softly, barely able to hold back his tears. "I just love her so much." His parents looked at each other, unsure of what to say. Having a pet, especially a rescue dog with unknown history, is a big responsibility. They didn't want to make an impulsive decision that would be unfair to anyone, especially to Nala. But Sebastian wasn't going to give up. His compassion shone through in everything he did. He fed her, walked her, stayed up with her when she needed to go outside. He comforted her when she flinched at sudden movements or unfamiliar sounds. "I can't believe someone would dump a dog like this," he said. "She's so good." Eventually, the family gathered for a meeting to decide Nala's fate. Sebastian, nervous but determined, was the first to speak. He laid out all the ways they had already begun caring for her. "We've let her out, we've run with her, we've taken her to the bathroom, even when we were sleeping. She loves us, and we love her." His sincerity moved everyone in the room. He ended his plea with a promise. "I'll do anything, all of the responsibilities, every day." That moment solidified the decision. His parents looked at one another and nodded. "I will allow you to keep Nala," his mother finally said. Cheers, hugs, and tears of relief followed. "When I went down that road and saw," she added, "it was for a reason. She's been given to us as a responsibility. Now it's our job to take care of her." From that moment forward, Nala was no longer a stray. She was part of a family. But being adopted was only the beginning of her healing. Nala carried emotional scars from her past that would take time, patience, and dedication to mend. One of the most significant challenges was her fear of men. She would shrink away, tremble, or avoid eye contact around them, clear signs of past trauma. The family, wanting to help her adjust safely, decided to send her to a trusted trainer who had worked with their previous dog. This trainer specialized in in-home training on a sprawling 10-acre property, giving dogs the chance to learn and grow in a peaceful environment. The training program was set to last 3 weeks. While the family, especially Sebastian, understood the importance of the training, it didn't make the separation any easier. "I like that she gets trained," Sebastian admitted, "but I don't like that I can't be with her, that she might think I left her." His concerns were genuine and heartbreaking. Still, they knew it was for the best. When the day finally came to pick her up, Nala was a different dog. Healthier, stronger, more competent, and clearly excited to be reunited with her family. She wagged her tail vigorously when she saw her mom, jumping into the car and eagerly sniffing the familiar scent of home. The reunion with the kids was heartwarming. Nala's eyes lit up, and Sebastian couldn't stop smiling. The bond they shared had only deepened. Thanks to the training, Nala learned essential commands and boundaries. She could go to her bed on command, stay when told, and follow directions calmly. Sebastian proudly demonstrated her new skills. "No, go to bed," he said gently. She obeyed. "Stay," he commanded. As he stepped back, she stayed still, alert, waiting for the cue. "Good girl," he praised, rewarding her with affection and a treat. Her transformation was astonishing, not just in her behavior, but in her spirit. As weeks passed, Nala truly began to blossom. She ran freely around the yard, made new dog friends in the neighborhood, and adjusted beautifully to family routines. The trauma she had experienced didn't disappear overnight, but the love surrounding her allowed her to heal piece by piece. And through it all, Sebastian remained her anchor. The two shared an unspoken connection, the kind that goes beyond words. Nala would curl up beside him as he read, wait by the door when he left for school, and greet him with excitement when he returned. Their bond was something truly special, built on trust, nurtured by love, and strengthened by time. Over time, Nala's story became more than just a family. Talit became an inspiration to others. Friends, neighbors, and online followers who saw her progress were moved by her resilience and the family's dedication. People who had once considered rescuing a dog but hesitated began to rethink. If Nala could change so much, maybe others can too, they said. And they were right. In many ways, Nala's story is about more than just one dog. It's a reflection of what happens when we choose to see value in something broken, when we choose responsibility over convenience, and when we understand that healing takes time. Her transformation didn't happen in a single moment. It happened through a series of quiet, consistent actions rooted in love. Today, Nala lives a joyful life, surrounded by those who cherish her. Her days are filled with play, snuggles, belly rubs, and the quiet comfort of knowing she is safe. The fear that once clouded her eyes has been replaced by warmth and curiosity. The family who once thought they couldn't keep her now can imagine life without her. And Sebastian, a boy who saw her worth when no one else did, continues to be her best friend. Nala's journey reminds us that every life, no matter how lost, scared, or broken, deserves a second chance. All it takes is one person to care, one act of kindness, one family willing to say, "We'll try." And when that happens, healing begins, not just for the rescued, but for the rescuers too. Thank you so much for subscribing. It really means a lot to me. And if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. It helps me out a lot. Also, thank you so much for all the likes on my videos. It really helps me out. And if you haven't already, please check out my other social media accounts. I post a lot of the same content on all of them. So if you want to see more, follow me on social media. And if you want to send me a message, you can do that through the app. Thank you so much for all the support. It really means a lot to me. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Be well.